All right, YouTube fam, back again, DLS Wave. Fortunately for us, today we're not going to be talking about our government and politicians and what we hate about them. We got a brother here from another country, Nigeria in the house. All right, so we're from Ghana. This guy, this old and wise dude.
He's an ancestor.
And me. All right, so we're from Ghana, and then it's like Ghana and Nigeria, we're pretty much siblings, right? We disagree on a lot of things.
Of course.
But we do love each other regardless, right? When it comes to sports, jollof, which he tried. He tried Ghana jollof, his mind got blown, and now he cannot go back to Nigerian jollof, which is a good thing. So yeah, he's studying here in Shanghai, and we're very, very happy to have him here so he can tell us about his experience firsthand, all right? So he goes by the name of Precious, which is an interesting name because we have people back in Ghana as well with that kind of name. So
Favor.
yeah. Let's get the ball rolling, all right? So yeah, what brought you out here in Shanghai? First of all, how long have you been here for?
So it's gonna be 2 years by November.
2 years in November. All right. So what brought you here? I mean, did you just wake up one day and you're like, let me just go to China and see what's up?
No.
Yeah. Okay. So what brought you here?
So I want to study robotics engineering, and I want to study in a place that has like really good facilities.
Okay.
Like real time,
That
state of
makes
the art
sense.
facilities.
Yeah.
And did some research, and I found a university here in China, Xi'an Jiao Tonglu University. I applied and I came here because they're really good,
Cool.
basically.
So when you were coming, I mean, did you have like a preconceived idea about what China is supposed to be or to look like or to feel like?
So most of the preconceived notions I had were from my family or from my environment.
Okay.
It's like, oh, these people,
Which is normal.
they are this, they eat this, they do that, all this random talk and stuff. And for me, I knew for a fact.
I mean, is that supposed like are there like negative things?
They were like, oh, these guys are very, very racist. People, they don't like us. They said a lot of negative stuff, like, why China? Why go there? There are not that many of us there. Go to maybe UK, Canada.
Oh, okay.
There are many of us there, so
Yeah.
you're not going to be the first person to be there. You don't have to like bear all this.
But you were here like 2 years ago. You would definitely not be the only black person here, right? It's like the first person to be here.
Well,
That's interesting.
I'm not the first, but in this particular campus, I am the first.
The only one.
The only African in
The only African student.
Really?
You know when you know
No, wait,
you're
hold on. Black person or
Yes.
African person?
Both.
Both.
You know
Black students.
when you, because I remember when we met, I saw him right, and you could see the light. It's like, is it my shadow or my? It's like, I said, oh yeah, there's another one here.
Like
You
Russell
know?
Peters said,
Yeah.
he saw another Indian. He was like, I thought I was the only one.
Yeah.
But there are other international students as well, right?
Yeah, and also, but in the main campus, there are more Nigerians there.
Okay.
But in this campus, I'm the only one.
Yeah, but I mean, to be fair, I mean, it's a very new campus.
It's very new.
Very new.
It's like-
But you're writing history right there because you're going to go down the history books.
Yeah,
as the first
forever.
black-
Yeah, okay,
Forever.
but let
Yeah.
me just dip into that a little bit. Does that have any effect on how you're received or perceived or people treat you on the campus?
So there are the pros and cons of it. The pro is that I'm well known.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone knows me. Even
Exactly.
The Michael Jackson of.
They don't need to know your name. They just got to go with
Yeah.
the black guy.
Yeah.
basically.
Everybody will find you.
And because of that, I easily get more opportunities, I would say.
How is that?
What I mean by that is, I have like if I wanna, people want to know my opinion easily.
Okay.
So they come to me, like even the school authorities, like since I came in my year one, when I was in the main campus, I was not really just like one of the other
just
students.
another one. Yeah.
Right. When I came here, within just my year two, just within 1 year, I've met almost all the person in authority in the campus. I met all the deans. I've spoken to them, and
But is that because you're super smart or is that because you're an African?
so one, it's both. One, I'm very proactive.
Okay.
So there's an opportunity before me, I take it. But the thing is, that opportunity that came before me, it came easily because of the fact that I was the only Nigerian student or the only black person there. If there are many of us, it's like, it's not going to be that easy.
Whatever.
And also because the campus is new, it's about going to be like 4 or 5 years. This is going to be, 2019 to now, so like about 5 years this year. So it's still new, they need a lot of feedback.
Yeah.
And every day, always want to know what you think. So it's easy for me to, give up my voice to be heard. So that's the benefit in a sense. So that like, I've gotten a lot of internships and other stuff, research stuff easily.
That's cool.
Right. The cons of it though is the fact that they would see me as the yardstick. See, whatever I do is going to be like a
It will have an effect on the next generation.
basically. So I have to make sure that everything I'm doing is going to set the tone going forward.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a pressure, but I don't really mind. But it's like I need to make sure that
But is it amongst the international students? Do you mean like that?
among everything.
Okay.
Because internationals, they're like, oh, they've not really had the experience to meet someone as African, so they want to learn from me. But it's like, personally, it's like they see me kind of like they want to just understand where I come from through me, and I try to show them the good side. But at the same time, it's like I'm not exactly the typical. I'm not exactly the typical Nigerian in a sense because. They would sports. I don't really.
Okay, but hold on. Is that really a con though?
No. So why I say it's kind of like a con is because what happens is when both the Chinese, especially when they come to me, those that are confident enough to come to me, they're going to ask questions and stuff. But some of these questions I can't really explain or answer the question. But I do not want them to not have an answer. Right. So it's like
but I think that is absolutely fine. If you do not know something, you should
but
ask
it
about
puts you in a very difficult position because, like he said, he doesn't know. He knows some, not all, and you cannot answer for everyone.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. As do we all, right? You cannot really have answers for everyone.
But they don't get it.
You're coming from Africa,
exactly.
Nigeria, so you should know.
But this is a chance for you to kind of like explain to them why it is like that, right? That not everybody from Africa is supposed to know everything about Africa.
Yeah, but they
like
still don't get it.
Chinese.
You still need to tell them something.
I think no. I don't think you have to tell them something you do not know. You know what I mean?
And,
so I think
that makes that is why he's saying it makes it very difficult because I don't want to lie. Because I don't have much information.
So you just give them the honest truth. I have no idea, but I'm not into sports. I don't like soccer.
So sports is just like very general. To be more specific, they'll ask me about what is going on in this country. I heard that there's a civil war in Congo. I'm like, bro, I'm not from Congo.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, right? This is an honest answer. You don't have to give any answers that you have no idea about. Right?
Poverty.
So does this your Africanism, so to speak, doesn't draw a lot of chicks in?
So.
Make it louder.
So
I like that laugh.
The
attraction.
There's that sense of curiosity. They want to know. Personally, for me, I'm not exactly. I don't really follow through with their curiosity that much. But it's like you can see it in their eyes. They're like trying to just understand more. At least those that are not shy. Like those that are comfortable enough to approach you. I want to know more.
You mean the
about
girls?
Yeah.
But that is super nice.
Yeah.
I mean, because usually girls would wait for guys to approach them, right? So this is kind of like reverse, which is super cool. Do you think you would be able to kind of like advise guys who want to kind of come out here to study? Would you say it's a good place to be? It's a fantastic idea,
So
move, get it done, or do it.
It depends on what you want to study. So if you want to come here, you have to get your mindset right. No one's going to give you things. No one's going to give you on your platter. You have to actually be very proactive. And you have to understand the fact that these people, they are not really exposed typically as you would expect for sure. If you go to a Western country. That's one. Two, that means that there will be what we tend to consider as racism. But sometimes it comes from ignorance.
Right, can you give us an example of that?
Yeah.
So,
from a personal experience.
So for me, it's like when some of my friends, they first met me, like, oh, do you play basketball? I'm like, I don't play basketball. So, oh, you're so tall, and then you're like black, like, LeBron James. And I'm like, no, I don't. So, and it's like, oh, you should play. Don't waste your talent. You have the potential. Like, so for me, I just see it as it's normal, it's fun. But
I wouldn't call this racist.
But when I told my friends about it, they're like, oh, why did they assume that this and that just because you are black, stereotype? So it's.
Yeah, I would use that word more, right? Like stereotype.
So it's like that's like a let's say a very generic example, and things like this they occur, and it stems from the fact that they've not really met someone that is black or African.
Yeah, I think we've all had that experience.
Basically,
All right, so I just want to know what are you studying at this university, and why did you choose to study that of all the programs they have?
So the title of the program I'm studying is Intelligence Robotics with Contemporary Entrepreneurism. So it's basically like a major in robotics engineering and a minor in entrepreneurism.
Right.
And the reason I chose that, because they also had like mechatronics and robotic systems in the main campus.
Right.
But that was like fully mechatronics.
Okay.
And partially robotics in a sense, but this one is a bit of robotics and you have the bit of entrepreneurship. It's kind of like something different.
Right.
So it gives you that flexibility and gives you a different mindset when you learn. So they're trying to teach you not just to be an engineer, but also in case you want to have your own business, start your own company, and just have that entrepreneurial mindset.
Right.
So that also that kind of got my attention. That's why I chose the program. But mainly why I'm studying here is just the fact that the school has good facilities. Right? I say good, like really, really good. Like the machineries they use, for example, they have in the school, they have ABB, basically like the industrial robotic arms used for different functions. Like basically you can use for different things based on what you put on the end effect or like the edge of it. So they have ABB, they have KUKA, they have UR3, UR5. These are like really good
Like
brands.
state of the art car rings, like
And
technology.
These things are very expensive to get. Literally, if you want to get this elsewhere in university, that's a bit like university. Is either well funded or you're paying a lot of money for the
But
tuition,
they have
right?
them, but are they really accessible to students though?
They are accessible to students.
Okay.
So it's like basically you have to just pursue your curiosities. You work with like a professor doing research. You can use it.
Cool.
And
That's
not just even for the robotics school of robotics, even the school of manufacturing, they have like a production line, fully automated. They have 3D printers, both the ones that are like for basic schoolwork. You use like the plastic material, but also have the ones that you
Like 3D printing.
3D
and all
printed.
that.
But so you
Right.
still have the ones that they kind of fuse the materials. These are like it's more like composite. I've forgotten the term for it, but basically it's kind of it's a very big one, and it's kind of combines the materials in it to print something else. So that composite material you can use to build 3D models that are more delicate. Usually for more, so it's very expensive. These machines are bloody expensive to get.
Yeah, we're getting super technical here. We're losing this guy, but it's fine.
No, we
Now,
lost
I'm gonna
him
ask my
already.
last
He's
question,
gone.
then I'll throw it to
I'm just
my
listening.
old and wise guy over there.
But basically, they have good facilities. You can get it. You can get access to it easily, and you don't have to wait until you're like your final year to do like a project. You can start as soon as you want.
Right.
So
All right, because of time crunch, we gotta speed things up. So, do you have any regrets, like in general, any regrets about choosing to do your master's, right, or the degree? Okay. Do you have any regrets doing it out here in Shanghai or out here? In
no,
Nothing.
no,
Nothing. Absolutely none.
no.
Cool.
Okay, you compared schools before picking this particular school, right?
Of course.
And I want to know the fees. Like,
So currently the university, it's 88,000 RMB. If you convert that to let's say
88,000
RMB.
Just
Wh-
like
which is-
$11,000.
Thereabout.
Yeah.
He needed a calculator for
It's
that.
like around 12, 13,
Yeah, it's around
14,
12. Yeah.
14,000 US dollars.
Yeah.
And with that,
It's 7 point something now, right?
it's like around 14.
Plus 88, that's like 18,000 more. So that's like 12, 13,000.
Okay, yeah, 12,
Yeah.
So
It's easy your maths fail you.
for that,
That's as
for that,
close as anybody can get. He immediately pulled his calculator.
No.
Grandpa.
Just replying to a message.
so with the tuition, you can also get scholarship. They kind of like slash the tuition for you. But basically, with that tuition, if I'm going to pay that tuition, let's say for example, any basic university in the West,
UK or the way,
as an international student, you're going to pay more than that, and you're going to get
Yeah, like $30,000-$40,000, something like that.
and you're going to get nothing.
Especially for
And-
what
and-
you're studying.
Okay, and what about accommodation?
So the accommodation in this campus, they have the accommodation that you live in the same dormitories with the Chinese students, and that is very cheap. It's like as low as 300 RMB, so as high as 1.5
per term
per
semester?
month.
Per month, okay.
Yeah, that's like $50, right?
So it's
$50.
It's less.
Or less.
A bit less than $50.
Yeah, a bit less than 50.
So you choose based on your choice. You want to live with roommates, you want to live alone. But even 1,500 RMB per month, that's still cheap if you convert it to.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
You get a really nice, comfortable place to
It's
live.
almost 200 and something.
Yeah, that's
But with that $200, you're gonna live in UK.
that's enough for your gas
Okay,
bill or something.
so to even compare, so the university is affiliated with the University of Liverpool.
Mm-hmm.
The tuition for Liverpool for international students is about 3 times the price.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you for a fact that what I'm studying right now, the facilities I have here, if I should go there, I won't have it.
Yeah.
So
Right.
So your certification after all this, is it internationally recognized?
So my certificate, my degree, I'm going to get 2 degrees. One from University of Liverpool, from the School of Liverpool,
Okay.
with the what I studied, the program.
The original.
So it's basically it's
University
as though I studied in Liverpool,
Liverpool, right.
Okay.
but I'm not there.
Right.
But
Because I get to-
is it because you have the option to study? You can pick to study there for 2 years or a year.
So it's because every single program we do, every single thing is kind of like moderated by University of Liverpool. So we have if you have every exam, every module, we have when we like assess the exams, we still take it there. They also assess it. So everything is kind of moderated through the University of Liverpool. So everything we do, they know about it. So it's as though they're supervising everything. So they have the right to give the qualification.
Okay.
And they will have your data there as well.
have it.
So
They
yeah,
do.
it's just kind of like it's not even accreditation. It's just studying at the
Studying,
Liverpool.
yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
So for example, in my CV, I
It's
can
an affiliate, right?
No, it's
not.
actually
It's
Liverpool.
actually-
University.
it's actually
yeah.
Liverpool.
So if
they are
I-
the issuing authority. of
if I
it.
put it on my CV, for example,
Yeah.
and I put I studied this University of Liverpool, I'll put University of Liverpool in UK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put it there because,
Because you have the certification for it. Yeah,
Yes.
most definitely. Yeah,
It's
that
just
makes
like
sense.
Liverpool University having a campus
in China,
Exactly, yeah,
basically.
exactly.
I think they have the same thing here, Duke University.
Yeah,
Has
right.
it?
You
I
have,
think
you
we
have
have
Duke,
one.
Sunshine, you have
Yeah.
Nottingham, Nimbo, you have
University of Western
New York,
Cape.
Shanghai,
Yeah.
this kind of universities. They do the same thing.
That's brilliant.
Yeah.
So the
that's
fees you mentioned is per year, right?
Yeah.
Per year. Okay, so my question would be, what would be what is your personal end goal? What do you want to achieve, or what do you want to do after your study? What are the fields you want to go into? Find a job, or entrepreneurship, or go for further studies?
So, personally, just put it up. For further studies, that's like plan Z.
Plan Z, right.
If I do that, that probably means that I didn't really get what I wanted to do.
Okay.
So with this, robotics is still kind of new in a sense, and it's rapidly evolving. It changes with every new tech that comes out.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of, I don't really know exactly what I want to do yet. So I'm trying to do as many things as I can.
Right.
And coupled with the fact that I have like the mind in entrepreneurialism, is like I also have that pathway because the school they also help with startups. They have like an incubator in the school.
Okay.
You have a good idea, they're going to help you to build it from ideation stage to something else like a prototype, and then they help you to get investors.
Right.
So there are many. I'm just trying to give myself as many
options.
options I can have.
Right.
Because right now I can say for certain that I want to be this specific kind of engineer. If I do it, I might realize that I don't really
Yeah,
like
it's
it.
just cool to keep an open mind, right?
Basically.
Let me just
Where
follow
life
up with
takes
this quick one. So, let me just follow up with this quick one. So there might be someone out there watching us, and maybe he's also doing research to study outside and might be interested in what you're saying about your university. Could you just with the knowledge you have about the university, can you mention a few other programs that are being offered at the university for someone's benefit?
So, I'm more familiar with this campus.
Right.
And in this campus, we have
That is the Titan campus.
the Titan campus. It's basically the HTA Entrepreneur College as the official name. And then in the Entrepreneur College, they try to focus on the emerging fields that are going towards Industry 4.0.
Okay.
So you have Internet of Things, IoT.
Right.
You have Internet of Manufacturing. You have supply chain. You have microelectronics. That's basically like chips and semiconductors and that kind of stuff.
Right.
And you also have arts and technology.
Right.
But these are the ones that are here, and I think they are actually really good in terms of the facilities you have access. Even they also have big data, big data and data technology.
Machine learning.
Machine learning also
thrown in somewhere there.
Data science, that kind of area. Also have it here as well.
Right.
So these are still relatively new fields that if you mention it, they may not people may not necessarily be aware of it.
Yeah.
It's targeted towards the future.
The future, basically.
I'll tell you a funny story. We went to the McDonald's.
Yeah.
Mike and I, and we met this lady. She was standing there just drinking and just chat. And then we asked her, "What are you doing here?" She was like, "Oh, I'm in my second year or something. I'm doing big data." And the two of us started laughing. Yeah, because I didn't know what big data is.
Yeah.
And then Mike asked her, "How big is the data?"
The data is very big.
I think they do more analytics
Analytical
of data or
stuff,
something.
yeah.
And her English is quite so she was struggling to actually explain to us. And then we just had a little fun, chat a little bit, and then we left.
Yeah.
But when you said big data, I was like, oh, that was what the girl was trying to explain.
Right.
Yeah.
So basically, these are like the field. Like still, these are the ones that are gonna be big in the future.
Right.
Right now, it's not really that well known. So for this particular campus, if you are interested in this, I believe that this is a very good opportunity for you to be here now.
Right.
Not later.
Right.
Yeah. Right now, if you're gonna be here, you have the opportunity to take this as like a path to just launch yourself forward. To ride the don't be at the back of the wave. You're gonna be in the front of the wave.
Right.
Basically.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, fellas.
Wow.
Any more questions from you guys?
Yeah, I think he has said it all. What do you think about my city? I own this city. I'm the mayor of this city. You have to come
your
and pay
overall
your
experience in China. That's it.
Yeah.
So. Okay.
Since you came
Titan?
in,
Titan, yes. Titan. Start with Titan. Yes, give me
Titan
some praise.
specifically, I like here because it's a very peaceful place. It's a very peaceful place, and they have really nice places you can just go to just chill.
Yeah.
And for me, I need that.
Yeah. You have to study.
So because if I compare that to Suzhou, like specifically SIP, and with the fact that the programs there, like you have all the business kids and everyone is there. So there's a lot of crazy, a lot of life, a lot of this.
Imagine you meeting somebody like.
And so, like, it's not like that's bad, but it's like having that every single day. That's not what I need.
It's distracting.
It's very distracting.
Yeah.
But it's like when I'm here, I have that peace. That there's not that more distraction, and then when I need that whole vibe and all the noise, I can go there. Yeah. That's what I like most about Titan is that it's very peaceful.
Right.
You can do it at your own pace. If you want to find the noise, you can find noise in Titan.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, the noise is not all around you.
Right.
Basically.
all right, fam. So from the horse's own mouth, he said he's got no regrets. He loves it. One of the best decisions you ever made. Could you say that?
Coming here.
Yeah, one of the best decisions you ever made.
Yeah, it is.
All right,
It
cool.
is.
So yeah, so to people out there who want to kind of like pursue education here, like he says, I mean, a lot of people also think it's like everything, or the lectures are all in Chinese and they're gonna have a hard time, fitting in. But
depends on
there
the
are
school,
like
I think.
English lectures, and if you're really interested in pursuing your whatever degree or master's or whatever it is you want to pursue here, there are options. So you could look into it. But like you said, one of the most important things in terms of the tuition itself, right? The fee, right? Super cheap here.
Cheap.
I mean, I wouldn't call it cheap, but in a sense, if you compare it relatively to the ones in the West or the big end schools or high tier top schools out there, it's relatively cheap. So yeah, do your research though. You got to do your research and find what works for you, right? Because it might work for him, it might not work for you. So do your research, and then that's pretty much it, right? From us here in Shanghai. Anything anybody want to add? All right, we out. Bounce.